Okay, let's go. Whoopsie daisy. That's a long loading time. Okay, so we were at the cycle 153. Let me see what I've done. So we have, yeah, we need to make a new storage room. We need to start thinking about where to go with all of this CO2 because now this doesn't have anywhere to go. Hmm. What else? Yeah, we will not talk about this. We will be ignoring this. The oxygen generator works fine. Let me check what was the water situation. Plenty of water here, plenty of water here. How about also great. Good. So excellent. Okay. So if I remember correctly, we were gonna start drilling downwards and looking for oil, which makes perfect sense for another reason, is because we'll have extra room to put all of this CO2 as well as other stuff. Our hydrogen levels are increasing, but we don't need them right now. Okay, let's decide what we're gonna do. First of all, a new storage room. We should do that first. Before we do anything else, let's line up a new storage room. Now, these tiles will displace some water, so I don't know if I put tiles over here. I might create some minor flooding, which should be no problem. I say minor flooding. Is there anything else? Okay, clothing. Yeah, everything is going dandy. Let me see. 6 of 6, 6 out of 6. Okay, which means all the extra eggs gonna be broken for some extra omelets. Yeah, plenty of food. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's suffocating? Where are you suffocating? How? What? How? Why? When? You mass... Don't go there! Why? Why must you be so stupid? Do not go down there. Duplicants, seriously? You leave them alone for 5 seconds and they're already up to commit a suicide out of incompetence. Okay. So, we're gonna mop this up and this up. We don't really need that. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, too much CO2. We need to do something about that. We're gonna be drilling down. We need to get this oxygenated. And we are missing power. Okay, so I guess that means I need more iron. What's temperature Ooh, we're getting toasty here. So this could overheat any minute now. Am I concerned about that? No, not really. It's if it overheats, I'll just build it again. But I would like to keep this chilled, as in I would like to leave it alone for a while. I could make a heat sink. But heat is already transferring over quite well. So I guess I'm just gonna leave it alone for the time being. I'm kind of lost. I'm going to need more refined iron one way or another. So let's do a ton. That will definitely put this over 40 degrees, and that means that this is probably going to overheat. No, no, no. I think I said that only machineries +7 is what I need. We are getting some very minor puddles of oil because of this little guy. Generally we don't want slickters anywhere else but in CO2 areas, so probably I'm gonna make a room for slickters over here. Just let them make CO2. The thing is, that's gonna have to be later. It's not really not worth it with one slickster. He can only do so much. I mean, how much is in this? 8, 8, 8 kilograms? 200 grams? Yeah, that's not much. Isn't worth it. So we're gonna leave it alone. This is all going well. So why aren't we making more? That's why we're not making more. Am I really missing iron? No, I have iron ore, but I'm guessing this needs refined iron. Doesn't say so though. It just says iron. Doesn't say refined iron. Hmm. But it is refined iron. So not iron ore, but iron. That explains a lot. We need two more suits, and that's well all of my iron went. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. It takes a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, 300 kilograms. And I will need more to connect the docks. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. At least 300 for to connect the docks. Oh well. We will do that in a moment as well. Do we have... Oh, we have an arbor. We have 3 arbor acorns, which means we can do one of these numbers now. We can plant another one. If you remember from last time, we also have to take care that there are no seeds in here, because these little guys will take any opportunity to just plant them immediately, and I don't want any more of the thimbles. I have enough thimbles. I just need arbor acorns, not acorns, just arbor trees. Takes 70 kilograms of water per cycle. With 4 trees, that will be a lot, but it's fine. The guys produce dirt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they produce dirt. And I don't have to feed them, I just grow the trees and they get fed. Which is perfect. Works well for us. we want... Why are those suits not being delivered? I know that somebody was making another suit. So if he made the suit, why didn't he deliver the suit? Ah, there he goes. Excellent. Do we have... No, we don't have. Probably have too many things lined up for a higher priority. Not really. Most the machines are, though. That's fine. That's why we need another dupe who's good with machinery. Yeah, the problem isn't that we don't have any materials, the problem is we don't have any oxygen in here. So the guy's having he's having difficult work conditions. Essentially, he doesn't have the benefits of a union, so he has to suffer through whatever I put him through. In this case, he just has to suffer through me doing this to him. Okay. I'm guessing the the refrigerators are all full, which is good. Okay, that's the last of the suits, so we will not be losing any iron to that now. So let's focus now on plugging that up. So I already have a cable running through here. I might as well. No, can't. Might as well because I'm lacking enough cable for that, but that's fine. Okay, so this. There we go. Some more eggs to crack. When the hydrogen goes into orange, then I will plug the hydrogen generator back in. This is still going at a cozy temperature. Temperature is increasing. When the temperature just reaches a point where this is too warm, then this will let some hydrogen in, and then this will be cooled off immediately. And this will cool it off to -40, so we're good. Just gonna check the temperature in the base. So we are getting some warmth from over here. Not really sure where it's coming from though. Is it from the light? Because nothing here is actually producing heat anymore. Could be the pipes though. There are no pipes there. Interesting. So the temperature here has oh! Oh! This ration box contains stuff and the crude oil as well. The ration box is not really necessary anymore, so we'll just deconstruct that. But yeah, that was what was causing the heat. I would rather it stays here where there is a Wheezewort than here, because right now this omelet, which is now slowly deteriorating, is actually creating heat. Okay, now it's stabilizing again. The only place which is really warm is this one, but that's fine, and it's warm because of this. This thing really does make the heat jump up every single time. And why are you here? Probably because all of these are full, isn't it? Okay, have to stabilize temperature again. So Wheezeworth's getting back in there. Okay, moving on. I'm really lacking focus today. Oh, this is getting filled now. That is great. For some reason I didn't pipe this one up. Don't know why I didn't. But this is great. Now from this point on, if they want to go past this point, they need to be in the suit. And I'm going to wait for this to fill up completely so that the oxygen is backed up again. Because you can see now it divides. And when they use the suits, they will use up some of the oxygen. But if I let this fill up first, then it won't be such a detriment to this, because right now less oxygen is being supplied to the rest of the base, and you can see this popping up again. Like I'm making 30 grams of oxygen too little. Oh, some oxalate. Perfect. You can make up for a difference. Okay. It will take a while for these to fill up. Okay. So what else did we want to do? Yeah, we can start digging upwards as well, since we do have to reach the universe. Why did I say universe? We just need to reach the surface of the... It's open space. That's all it is. There's something here as well. For some reason, I'm not really that interested in the vacilators and some of the other things that you can find in those little rooms. You do get some benefits from them, but nothing that serious for me to lose sleep over. Like, a neural vacillator will give one of your dupes an extra skill, and that's awesome, but not really that necessary. It can be helpful, but on an ideal asteroid, which we're playing right now, it's not really necessary. Not really necessary at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna enable this thing now. Might as well. More eggs to crack. Yep. What? We have 7 tons of coal. Consider if we don't use that much coal anymore, I think that's fine. We're not coal dependent anymore, so it's not that of much of a big deal. I will dig to this to see what this is. Might as well. And we will start digging upwards. So here's the second fridge. If we ever need it. I don't think we will, but you never know. You might want to do another thing. If I find a hydrogen vent somewhere around here, we can use that to cool off the power plant. Again, that's something that we can do. We don't have to, and I really don't think I will. Oh god, it takes so much for these things to fill up. Okay, I think we're done hatching the hatchlings. Okay. Yeah, that's all it took for this to be back in the green. And it also does a very nice job of cooling off everything else as well. Hooray! Viva la Wiesworts! I should probably put one here actually. I don't know how much good it will do because Wiesworts work great when there is no active source of heat. So like when there is something that doesn't do much heat or does it intermittently, like a stove or one of these. But you can see, even though these things, oxygen diffusers, are only running intermittently when they are allowed to, they still warm up the air around it significantly. And this thing produces a lot of heat. You can see that this jumped almost to 50 degrees. So I'm gonna try, but I don't have high hopes for this. I don't have high hopes for this at all, but we might. Why not? Wiesworts can be used to cool off liquid, but you have to have temp shift plates behind it so that you can somehow equalize the temperature. I have Wiesworts, so why not? Why not give it a try? I don't really do that often. I don't really have to. I just let this chill because this is in a cold biome. Despite this being a hot blob now, it will equalize. You can see that the temperature is already trying to fight it back to what it was before. Temperature is dropping. But because this is a huge mass of liquid, it will take some time. And yeah, this one, oh no, it's just missing fertilization. Well, we'll see. It's already reducing temperature of its surroundings. And it is reducing the temperature of the gas in the pipe behind him, but uh, actually it is that's the insulated pipe, so it doesn't, but we'll see. We'll come back here in a minute and see if that made any difference whatsoever. Our power plant is working marvelously. I'm actually ending up with an excess of hydrogen. That is unusual. I'm gonna leave it alone for now, but if this backs up, then we will do something about it. I probably should have made all of these out of insulated materials. I normally do. I don't know why I didn't this time. This should all be insulated so that the temperatures inside don't mingle. For some reason I didn't, and I don't know why I didn't. I guess for the same reason why I did this tragic mistake. I just wasn't thinking. Oh well. I'm not gonna mess with it right now, it works fine. The whole point of these things inside is so that if the temperature does get out of hand, this will work on it. And considering that we are actually having it so efficient that it can't even get a proper breath. You can see it has like barely half a kilogram of oxygen before it's vented out, so there is no point. All it matters is that it's going out through that pipe in a temperature that's under 24. That's all it matters. And it is. It'll slow down again when this backs up again. Right now it has to supply both these and the base, and because these take a long time to fill up completely, although hopefully they will be filled soon. Once this focuses again on a single pipe, then this will be fine as well. Excellent, this is going well as well as we could hope for. So there will be more oxygen needed to ventilate all of the corridors that I will be making, but that's fine. I accounted for that. I'm digging through abyssalite because I don't want too many biomes to mix together at this point. I'd prefer if they didn't. So whenever possible, I'm using the abyssalite as walls. Natural fortification, so to speak. Submit bioscan. Yeah, the base is doing fine. We have plenty of food, plenty of air, plenty of everything. And still we have room for one more. Oh no, we don't have. Or do we? Yeah, we have room for one more dupe. You enjoying yourself? If I left this on at all times, this lamp would make this place steaming. Let's see what colony achievements we've earned so far. Okay, that's a lot. Just wanted to get that message out. Building broken. Yeah. We are not looking there. We did not see anything. You never saw nothing. Pip eggs, which will immediately be turned into omelets. For which we do not have room. Whoopsie. Ah, that's fine. If it rots, it rots. What am I storing here? Oh, snow and ice. Where am I storing the slime? Oh yeah, over here. As well as polluted dirt. Which will, as we mentioned before, when we start working with poker shells, then the polluted dirt will actually have a very good use. At that point I will also have to make a fertilizer maker. Do I even have fertilizer as we speak right now? I do, almost 4 tons of it. I could turn this into a greenhouse now. Be careful. Yeah, I figured. That was temporary only. So what was here? Rummage, inspect. Okay. Nothing much. It's a pool, so at the very worst, some extra water. And a nutrient bar. Nothing special. There is another room like that here. And here as well. So these guys will be digging towards space. When they actually do it properly, then I will make a proper access tunnel following this ladder all the way to space. Right now there is no point. I just want to know what I'm working with. As mentioned before, we will be pulling one pipe to pump all of this CO2 up there. And the rest will be for other purposes, namely for bunker, for the launch pad, and everything else. I believe that this has now been done, and yes it has, which means I can start digging down. So we have an airlock here, so it doesn't matter what we dig through, just dig down. The point of that is we want to reach oil, because we need oil for plastics. I am in capable of running a straight line. Now, thanks to this checkpoint, the guys will only work in Atmos suits, so they won't be affected by temperatures, by air or lack of air. Yeah, that works perfectly. And I never want more than 3 of them to work in there. Actually, I'm gonna dig through that as well. So CO2 will be going down through this hole, but will not be going back to the base. Only the CO2 being produced by these things will be going to the base. There we go. They're gonna be working on that normally, and some of them will be digging upwards. I might actually just dig straight up through here. The salt biome doesn't matter. There's some extra oxygen in this oxalite which I can release. Yeah, I think today's stream will be mostly exploration. We will be digging in every direction trying to find more stuff. I do want to reveal what the geysers were that we found before, what they are. So like this one here, I do want to know what it is. What would be the best route to take to dig into it though? I don't want to release any more germs. I've released plenty of chlorine, might as well go through it. I just want to know what this thing is. If it's something that's useful to us, we will take advantage of it. If it's not, we will build it up and we will never interact with it. It shouldn't be a volcano because I don't think volcanoes can appear in a swamp or a slime biome. I don't think they appear in those. I'm actually surprised that we didn't run into a single volcano yet. I was sure that this was gonna be a volcano. I was mistaken though. Okay, these guys need some help now. So another cold biome on the way down. That's always nice. There we go. Yeah, some of the chlorine already got out, which is fine, we don't care about that. And a lot of the CO2 is actually going down, and that's what we want to see. Keep thinking I'm missing something or I forgot something, but I don't think so. Well, it'll probably hit me when it's too late. We want the next large task that we want to accomplish is plastic production and petroleum production, after which we can focus on space. And that's pretty much where we start chasing the end game. For me, I mean, this game doesn't have an end. But for me personally, the end game is getting a rocket all the way to the furthest asteroid that you can get. We're still ways off from that point. I will try to set up advanced food as well. We are in the point location now where we could start tampering with that. I would need to decide what I want though, and we could also work on an advanced rec room. What's the maximum size for a rec room? 96 tiles. So that's 14 times 4. So that would be the maximum size for a rec room. We might do it here. One rec room above another. So where does it go? So 2 tiles out. Here. Yeah, let's do a rec room. I'm gonna need to put another transformer. And that one will be placed here. Why am I going to need to put in a transformer? Well, because pretty much every single building that requires uh, every single building in the rec room takes a lot of power, so it will need its own dedicated cable. We don't. 7 construction. You are interested in tidying. But you have gastrophobia, so you cannot do cooking errands, which is fine. Yes, we'll take you. And that's the dupe number 10. So your priorities are always going to be supplying, tidying, and storing. That's all you need to do with your life. So here I will put in that's the thing, we need to make a place to cool off water, don't we? I was going to make a soda machine here, but for that that needs water to be plumbed in, and the only water we have right now is this one, which is kind of hot, and I don't want it all over the base. Also, I do need to close this off because again, it seems that we're making more water than we're using. Ironically, even though we're watering, I'm missing words there. I don't know what's wrong with me. 4 of these and 2 of these, and still have more than enough water going through this loop. This water is too hot. And what I was thinking is, because I have this water coming through here, yeah, that's what I was forgetting. I'm gonna make like a water cooling device here. But before I can do that, I need to release the water that's in here so I can have some room to work with, because I need access to this place. Now, can I just let this water out? Yeah, I can. Perfect. Some of it is already colder than what's down there, so that will make perfect. Yeah, you can see this water already, it was on 48 degrees, it's now 42. So it dropped 6 degrees in whatever time I was, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? So just because it's in a cold biome, it's getting colder. I don't know if these helped at all, but they are not detrimental and they are keeping the machine cool, so we will keep that here. If I wanted to, how much? Because I can make temp shift plates here to make this cooling process go a bit faster. But I would have the temp shift plates essentially spread out, they stabilize temperature in the field where you build them in. But for this, for that to make sense, at least one of those temp shift plates would have to be in a cooler area so that that temperature then stabilizes with the surrounding of that. So right now it wouldn't make much sense. What does make more sense is letting cooler water in. It will overflow and it'll go and it'll flood this, but that's fine. We will mop that up. It's germ free if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's no germs in it. So we are perfectly fine with letting this overflow. We're gonna mop it later. We're collecting some here as well. That's fine. I'm okay with this. It's messy, but I'm okay with this. We are releasing some extra CO2 as well as polluted oxygen from here, but that's fine. That's not going to harm us. And there is a deodorizer here. Although this oxygen will never go down. Oxygen goes up. The only thing lighter than oxygen is hydrogen. And you can already see some hydrogen going up. And it's already here. Why not? Doing some prettifying. Yeah, I know we're suffering some flooding, that's fine. That was intentional. I know what I'm doing. Shut up. Yeah. Because I've added so many more tunnels, it's saying that I don't have enough oxygen. But that's a lie. It's just that this thing is being split apart again. Temperatures are fine. I do have these things running here as backup, but you can see that they can't even work because there's max gas pressure. It says that it's insufficient because it's pumping oxygen into the tunnels I'm digging. So the pressure didn't stabilize yet. And what is this? A carbon dioxide vent. No. We don't need that. Nobody needs that. That will never be used. Go away. I produce enough carbon dioxide on my own. I don't need any more assistance. Thank you very much. Yeah. At least it's on a volcano, but yeah. Unfortunately, apart for the soda machine, CO2 is useless. There is no use for it. Literally, no use. You can make soda with it, but that's the only use I have for it. Nothing else. Another slime biome. And moving further down. Oh, you little... I'm sorry, but you are literal threat to my food. This place has to be in the darkness for... I feel sorry for the little light bulb, but it had to be done. What happened to my Slickster? Did Slickster die? If he did die, how did he die and why did he die? There's no larva egg, so he didn't make an... If he died, that's unfortunate. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the arcade cabinet, we have the jukebox. Jukebox is 960 and this is 1.2. So we can't have both. This is morale +2 and this is morale +2. I think we'll just go for the jukebox and then put in something else inside. Like an espresso machine. Okay. Also, I've made an error of elevation here, so we will correct that. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, plenty of water. Now, the risk of this is that it will clog this up, and if that happens, then all the poop water from the toilets will have nowhere to go. Let's hope he doesn't come to that. Just not using up enough. And this will be making water for 35 more cycles. I think I will simply have to use water for more things. What else needs... What else needs water of plants? Polluted water, I mean. What else? Well, even regular water. I could run regular water, but it has to be 30 Celsius degrees. What about a pinch of pepper nuts? They need 35 to 85. They need fertilization of phosphorite and polluted. So we can have pinch of pepper nuts. We can use them. Yes. And I can make... Okay, let's plan this out. So we're making another rec room here. And we do get water, although hot water, going here. So what would happen if this just needs water? It needs 5 kilograms of water per use. It doesn't say what temperature that water has to be, which means I could get away with pumping the water here. I will have to insulate the tile though, and then I can make a espresso machine here. Again, this needs water, but it doesn't specify what the temperature of the water needs to be, and it's +4 morale. It just needs water and pinch of pepper nuts. And I think I have pinch of pepper nuts. do I have? Yeah, I have pinch of pepper seeds. I didn't remember what it's cooking ingredient. Yeah, I have 4 tons of pinch of pepper nuts. Yes, that will be doable. Yes, we will go. That's what we will be doing. That's fine. So, let's see. We will want a soda machine over. Actually, I'm thinking that I should put all of them together since I'm gonna be running the pipe for them anyway. Yeah, let's put them together. That's over there, and perfect. That's over there, and we will need insulated tiles. Actually, make it out of sedimentary rock because the heat's slower, and then the pipe itself. Don't know if the pipe itself does or does not get hotter, but just for the sake of my sanity, let's do it like this. Oh yeah, and we will need a lot more wire, but thankfully this is now dropped significantly in temperature because of that overflow that we did. So that was a win-win for us. We're gonna get this liquid out, and then I think I'm gonna need to vent some water out because this is now clogged. So I think I can again get away by just doing this. That should release enough liquid. If not, then I'm just gonna do the same thing with this tile here, and that should take care of the problem. I can't do anything because this thing will not take any water in if it can get water out, and because this is overpressurized now, it can't get water out. So hopefully that will take care of that. Oh, I have printables. Copper ore, 2 tons. Yes, please. I will now need to make a CO2 tank for that soda machine. I wasn't thinking of that before, so where will I put that CO2? I don't want that CO2 tank to be somewhere where it's difficult to get to. In all honesty, I just need a canister filter. Not the canister filter, canister filler. The canister filler, but where would I put that canister filler? It's gonna be in the way regardless of where I put it, so I'm just gonna put it here. And make it out of iron, because why not? I don't know if this will split evenly, so we'll give it a try. We don't need a lot. What the hell am I doing? We don't need a lot, we just need a few pints of gas. Hey Jamesy, sorry I wasn't looking at the chat. I'm really focusing planning this out. I'm trying to figure out if I can split this CO2 evenly. This should work. Essentially, when you have 2 pipes going between each other. It should work. We'll see when this is now built up. Could you guys do this right now? Because I want to see if this works. Also, I need to plug it in, but that's a problem for another day. I'm kind of lost and confused with my own doing. What the hell am I doing? Oh yeah, this is what I was doing. So I didn't put the elevation for this floor correctly. So as a result, this is kind of off. So we will do that now properly. And transfer. Oh yeah, I need to line up. We will need a lot. I only have 3 tons of iron left. And after this, it will be a single ton. So while they're doing that, let's see where there's iron to harvest. There's some here, but I think I saw a bigger patch of iron somewhere. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Indeed. Lots of it. Lots of iron. We want that iron. That iron has to be ours. I'm gonna collect this one as well while I'm at it. Yes, please. And do that sooner, please. 6 will do fine. And now it's working and just fine. Okay, so they will get to that eventually. This is working though, is it? Yes, it is dividing CO2 between this room and this thing. Now I don't know. It has a ton. No, it has a kilogram of it at the moment. But that's fine because I don't know how much this uses. It doesn't say. How much do you use? You use a kilogram per use. That's not so bad. We will have a kilogram of it eventually here. Yeah, we already do. Yeah. I was concerned for nothing. There's already two uses out of it. Okay, an unreachable food. What do you mean unreachable food? Oh, so you're counting that food as well. Who? What? Why? Oh, that's why. How did you manage? Oh, because you're digging into sand. I get it, I get it. Going through another cold biome on the way up. All of that is fine. So did they did? Yes, they built this. Perfect. Now I don't want to do what I did before, so we will be deconstructing this slowly, making sure that I only select the tile to be deconstructed and not what's under the tile, because I don't feel like rebuilding it.